Boop! Hello everybody, my name is Camaplite and welcome back to some Doki Doki Literature Club. This is day 4 or something like that, where we're going to write our poem again. And my poems, they're brilliant, they're awesome, they're kawaii. Okay, so we're going to get right on it and start writing our new poem. We do have to come up with a poem for our festival that we're doing. So we got kawaii. We're going to go with the happy, sad, the back and forth one, because that's kind of my style of poem I'm going for. So we're going to go fun, and then awesome, but then we're going to go, misfortune, and then we're going to kiss, see, we're happy, then we got to go agonizing, no, we'll go fantasy, and then we'll go ambient. Ambient's a good one. With a, we'll say, landscape, memories or journey. I like journey with some good old romance. I don't know why that went away. Romance. These mean something? I don't know. I don't know if these do something when I pick ones. We picked romance, alone. We see. Do they move when I pick them? Okay. Heart. Okay. Okay, so it seems that when we pick some, that it does this. Hop. Imagination, sparkle, music, comfort. Comfort. No. Okay, so I just noticed this. When you pick one, it pleases one or the other. So, I believe this is Sayori and Isuki and then Yuri. Or is that Monica? Wait, where's Monica in this? Why is it only these three? Interesting. Okay. Embrace. Time. Oh, okay. Cute. Okay. Meager. And then, their expressions, do they change? I don't know. Marriage? I don't remember what I was going the back and forth one. Laugh. Heartbeat. Okay. We got one more. Bubbles. We're gonna go bubbles. Okay. Aw, man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. We're all good. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. You are filled with determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy they're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. You weren't so happy yesterday, but okay. Weren't you complaining? Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious foods. You sound a bit like Suri all of a sudden. They usually have fried squid. Squid? It's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. You saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by all of you people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for today now. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, you see. Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright, if you say so. I weirdly glance at Sayori before I turn back to everyone else, but the conversation is already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Camaplite, what's up? This might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Siri recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Siri, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Camaplite. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I don't know. I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything. So I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm friends with her also. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. You sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm the person of interest? What, you think I'm going to murder someone? Like, what do you mean a person of interest, huh? Maybe that thing on her mind is you. Why would that be? How did you come to that conclusion? Like, why would it be me? Well, probably didn't say too much, but Sarah talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been much happier ever since you joined the club. Like an extra light was turned on inside of her? What? No way. Sarah is like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than now than she's always been. Shut up, Monica. Shut up. Thought maybe you've always seen her so cheerful. Because that's how she is when she's around you. I said too much. I'm sorry, what do you know? Anyway, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think of it for now. Alright. Okay. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. But she's keeping her voice quiet, so I can't hear from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sarah told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but it's impossible when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care? I'm letting this weigh on me down so much. Now it feels that I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Of course, we're gonna go directly to Sayori. Gonna show her this poem. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Camaplite. Thanks. You've been a little quiet today. Is everything all right? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, all right. Hey, Camaplite, I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing poems like the way Yuri does, or even Nasuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else. Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sari. I know you have sometimes put up with me, and I have sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something, and that's how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only one exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when you're thinking about you. Sari? No. I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sari has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. What? Make sure nobody has noticed this. Sari? I probably never said this before. I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. She shakes her head. Sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself to put on a smile. It's nothing, Camaplite. It's just a little rain cloud. Sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Tell Monica I wasn't feeling it well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. What? I'm so confused. Monica, we're going for you next because you talked to her. Hey, Camaplite, have you thought about what you want to submit for the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. I let Monica take the poem holding it in my hands. Aha, it's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sari poems have been getting more and more similar each and every other day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much for this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together, I guess. I see. That reminds me. About Sari's being a little bit off. Did she tell you something? Huh? Well, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sarah's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. I'm so confused. Why is my best friend so sad? Everybody has their days, though. We'll go, everybody has their days. She'll be fine. Fine. A lady who knows everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift and a victim of the currents of wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star gleaming in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceased to blow, I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me in the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her to find no end to her gaze. A lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer of all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a wind of gust. That was deep. I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give me life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it's kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we all had the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everything in the club prefers writing about these things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know the better than anyone. You mean one dimension? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much effort in. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice to her today. Thanks for listening. Okay, that's your advice for today. Confusing advice, not gonna lie. I mean, it's not as creepy as yesterday's where you told me to save. Wasn't too good about that, but I guess maybe it's just a gameplay mechanic. I don't know. Alright, next up we're gonna show Nasuki our poem. This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, it's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, at least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I don't care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you wouldn't actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang around here even though I'd have to put up with you. Yeah. Suki's elbows connect with my stomach. Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Jeez. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. Oh, were you now? Were you really now? How the hell do you call that a joke? It seriously hurt. It was very offensive. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. That's how a joke works if it's funny to you. But not on YouTube. That's not how it works. If you have a joke and you're like, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, you don't put that online because then you lose YouTube Red Series. And that sucks because I really like to enjoy watching it. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway. Natsuki holds her poem out to me like nothing ever happened. I'll be your beach. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let's set you free in my windy sail and remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. I like this poem. This is actually a very good poem. I like it. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something that was a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So I decided to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote the same thing. She wanted to pick a topic to have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. There's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. I liked that poem. It was very good. I do like that poem. Hello, Yuri. Well done. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? I didn't pay attention to your advice. You just kind of criticized me. Sharing a writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all feel a little awkward at first, but it now seems like everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. It's really a good way for me to spend personal time with all the girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know each and every one in their writing. And I guess I could do some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Camaplite? Well, I don't know. Maybe I did. Anyway, well, I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, As always, I believe that the most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to have to come somewhere whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you think, making that sound in your head. Meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to those sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked? Yuri, what do you think? What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright, do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Okay, bring me the poem. Bring me the... Beach. Oh, that's right, they decided to write the similar thing. Oh boy, oh boy. A beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of the earth chaotically meets the surface. Under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds, an endless enigma. My mind is an enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is the one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where sand is wet, but where sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet we still build sandcastles. Interesting. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode the shores. Drift forward, and I return to earth forevermore. Forevermore. Okay, I get it. I like Nasuki's a little better. But I'm aware the beach is a kind of inane thing to write about. But I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Nasuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or the thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. It's just me to say something strange just now. Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usually catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is his mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune yet. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something is terrible about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Suri isn't here. Seems you're right. Sigh. Suri always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run away to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Mr. Please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? All the times to not go home with her, you pick a time she's not feeling well. So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That curious expression concern from Yuri, all of people. Calm down, guys. Talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What'd she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation today, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Nasuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Suri will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Nasuki's pouting too. Geez, even I can tell now. I guess I've never gave up Suri enough credit, but when I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. Maybe that be the case. But if I can't also be my leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But that just leaves you, Camaplite. The one who truly is useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Nasuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would always be appreciative of that. That's Monica's suggestion. I spent a whole weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are I going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Nasuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Nasuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Camaplite may not looking around, but if you only make him out to be a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Camaplite too. What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Camaplite to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know. I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying, though. Jeez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Camaplite, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going to go with... do I pick Sayori? What happens if I pick this one? What does this mean? Why is there 3 dots after it? Okay, we're gonna quick save here in the empty slot. You're cooking. You are cooking. You don't want help ever, and I'm not a baker, so I mean I don't like washing dishes either, so I don't really want to do that. You're just printing off pamphlets. Decorations seem to be the most needed. So Yuri? Well, I'll probably be the most helpful out, Yuri. Are you serious? Why wouldn't you? Nasuki, I can already tell that you're about to say something mean. No, I was just saying, so you'd be helping Yuri then, Camaplite. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. What was Sayori doing? Ah, she was going to help Monica, that's right. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sort of things. So I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Nasuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said it would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell Nasuki is feeling a little sour. So is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, it should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, I'm excited. May not be in the right word. But I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. How do you feel the same way, Camaplite? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it turns out. Interested. That's good enough. What about you, Nasuki? Nasuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri instantly guessed between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Camaplite picked me. And also, your cupcake is the best cupcakes I've ever had. They really go well with my tea. And nothing that I do for the event will compare to that. So I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that. But you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Suki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words trying to cheer someone up, it must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today, so I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Nasuki out the doors as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I just realized I don't have a way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe I slipped my mind. I should give you my phone number. I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. And I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright, in that case, it won't be a problem. Let me ask my mom real quick, unless actually are we college students? I'm going to say we're college students. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it shouldn't matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. Not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Cam. I think that we will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason why with the most common sense. Choose you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to have herself an extremely intense expression. You're overthinking this. You want me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of the school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is it the chance I would make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off of it. I seriously can't wait. I don't recall ever wanting to do anything between us. Okay. It's Sunday! Sweet! I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help that much. Yuri's clearly an introvert, and I am and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when she's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. This was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time, or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally found Sayori? Hey! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. I love the cow in the background. Like, not gonna lie, I love the cow. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room's as messy as it always has been. I mean, there's pants and a couple books. I mean, it's pretty clean, not gonna lie. It's pretty clean. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations she's had for years now. Yeah, if you came over more often, it would be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, something's wrong. You can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Smile is shaking her head. That's no good, Camaplite. Why can't we just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and actually express my feelings, if we didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't be worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori, I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanations for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You're really putting me into a trap, Camaplite. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Camaplite? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything else when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring into waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worried about me. I am in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like you've been betraying as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then there wouldn't have been a waste of effort to caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet. When people try to care about me, it feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer to everything in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. That I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Camaplite. There's nothing Nothing at all. The only thing I could have helped is everything be like it was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down her face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I could understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Camaplite, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worth every enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Camaplite, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her arms remain at her sides. She starts crying. Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak with her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have any need to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Cam. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. She lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. She wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day with her, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I could cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at my house. At the very least, you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, she shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that'd be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. Oh, man. It's kind of sad. I mean, I guess that goes a lot of different circumstances where people are depressed like that, and it just happens to... It just goes untold because people don't want to tell her, they can't feel that they should tell, and it just doesn't seem right. So I guess I could kind of understand that. I say goodbye and leave her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home. You were waiting for a long time. No, she just got here. Okay. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could always have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried on my way home. I suppose that's true. I don't think of that for some reason. Should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought lots of stuff here. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. I pretty much got it all. And, I'm pretty good at that stuff, buying junk. At least I hope I got everything, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. I take her to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned it before he came over, so it's good. It's good. It's very considerate of you to do. No. It'd be really embarrassed. Someone was in my room, and it was a mess, and it'd be awkward. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would have been even weirder. Not gonna lie, don't look in there. I snatch Yuri's wrist, which is the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I just spacing out. It's fine. Just don't look in my collection. I let go of her wrist. She puts both hands firmly in her lap as to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that we can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. What are atmospheric enhancements? Mood lighting, aromatherapy, candles. Oh, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far, but of course. I wanted to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop out just by curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. Well, that's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is it a bad thing? No, not at all. No. It's something that I really like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little bit. It's all good. Relax? I brought something for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. She starts going through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and wooden cylinder-shaped objects. Did some shopping on the way here, so I happened to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to light the room. I think it'd be pretty amazing, don't you? Actually, that'd be pretty cool, yeah. Yeah, what's the wooden thing, though? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Hey, we have one of those. We just got one of those in our house. It's, lemony. Not familiar at all, actually. Well, I mean, I'm not. In the game, I'm not. In real life, I am. I'm just saying. They're good for moisturizing the air. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. She takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. Just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spurt through a small hole at the top. It does smell wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? It's a good way to describe it, because it provides more of a relaxation feeling. It enhances your emotions to help you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it'd be perfect for sharing our poems? You know, to share my heartfelt, deep, considerate poems, it's perfect. But you would seem to know about a lot of this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything because, you know, why not? She smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yes, it's over here. We won't be using paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write different words on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. That's a lot of paper. What will they be used for again? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Oh, so it's like you have this, and then all this, like back here, would be like words, literary terms. That'd be cool. It would catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside, and it is very creative, I do say. I had no idea you would be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Intense. She giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Who knows? Here's a marker. You can write any characters you want to. I'll help you once I've finished cutting the ribbons. Sit down on the floor together, you two get to work. I carefully draw different characters on each piece of paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. She unrails a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. She then reaches into her bag once more, pulls out a pocket knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched onto it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. It's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, she looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. It's whatever. I mean, you're just carrying a knife around and it's pretty, so I have no room to judge here. So, to each their own, you know. You promise you won't be weirded out? I do promise. All right. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty, and I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. I'm gonna get murdered. Don't like that. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's funny how nervous you get about swearing. It's something interesting that I'm into, guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, you're really cool looking knife. You can't deny that. It is, isn't it? She relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? I mean, I'll check it out. With the handle facing me, I take it, turn it around in my hand. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of a knife with my index finger, and I stab myself. Why did I do that? Didn't expect it to be so sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Questionable. Okay. Yuri takes my hand and gives me the wound a closer look. Ah, she stares at it and noticeably finishes. You're squeamish. I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and like... I feel her tongue curl around my finger. I startle. I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowered her head and her face burning up. That was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing, but I'll do it anyway. Yep, that's, did I really just do that? Did I really? Now we're even. Yuri looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that'd be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird. Yeah, I'm not into this. No. Why? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. Oh, thank God, I don't want to lick someone's finger again. That was weird. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through a ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and will be very efficient as a door curtain. It does look great. Good thinking coming up with this. You're very smart. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move to the next task? Yeah, why not? Let's do it. What do you have in mind? A banner. That's why I asked you to buy paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri asked me to buy was a kit for watercolor paint tablets. We need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I use small plastic bathroom cups rather than a full-size glass. Put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes. I come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeves, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismissed me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors from a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more of a fun surprise, you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri brushes and adds a few dots of different paint colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when you paint. That's actually a smart idea. That's why I'm not an artist. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner of watercolor feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It is relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I don't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like it when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's simple, like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about like anime and games where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I can feel that same way. She smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. She leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. What is with me and just smacking my big old noggin into people? Do it all the time. Sorry. She kneels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. I should have asked you to get it for me. That's not your fault. Ah, your face. There's droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. It's totally my fault. I get a towel right away. Rush out, fetch a small towel, dampen it with hot water, return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. and wipe her face off. I pat down Yuri's face with the neck and towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand. Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait, just for a little longer? It feels really nice. Yeah, okay. No problem. Just don't mind me. She looks into my eyes, an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. So much is he lost in daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the rum and the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. Just a moment ago, just getting closer. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Didn't mean to space out. It's fine. Okay, it's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the events that just transpired. I hastily retrieve my own brush and continue to follow Yuri's example. Just gotta get that done and over with, and just gonna act like nothing happened because that was kind of weird. I mean, fingers in the mouth, grabbing wrists. I don't know what she's into, but I'm not into that. Or am I? No, I don't think so. Yeah, fingers don't go in mouths. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it'd be best to leave it here and then you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, it's cool. I'll probably break it or something, but you know, it's perfectly fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, that's not it. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being a slow worker. Not good at this art thing. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah, I'd say so. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I don't understand why. Sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with a friend in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for me today. No problem. I was glad I was able to help. So let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. You know, well then. She fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, kind of say that without thinking. What about today? It's fine that we didn't have much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over and we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful. She takes a step closer to me and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get the chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Hey, Cam. Hey, just now we weren't... It's okay, Cam. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together tomorrow at the festival, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sarah beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sarah waves goodbye after her. I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. Makes me really happy. They made such a good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start falling down Sarah's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Cam? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. Don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, you would have had waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica's right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? See, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you is what you like. This isn't the burden your mind is making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But She looks away. Put on her hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. No, you're my bestest friend. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Like you so much, I want to die. Oh, that's how I feel. And that's enough, Sarah. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand out on Sarah's and squeeze her hand with my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordless, Sarah nods. Even if you don't understand at all of your own feelings, I know that you need most right now, and that's what I'm going to give you. Ooh, we get to choose. This one. Yeah. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, helped you realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I'll know we'll both be happy. Suddenly wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah. And pulled her closer. Yes. You'll never have to let go of me again. Ah. What is this? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? It might take some time for those. Yeah, that does take time. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. It's all meaningless. Wow, that's actually the color of my hair. It's creepy. But that's all that matters right now. Oh, okay, I trust you. Release each other. Oh. I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Yeah. What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't really understand what... Yeah, what did you mean by that? Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sari? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. No, I know that I do. Yeah, she does. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I got. She's the most important person, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future. Oh. It is the day of the festival, and of all days I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But see, she's not answering her phone. I considered going to her house and waking her up, but that seemed too much. Meanwhile, after the preparations of the event should be nearly complete. The banner and Yuri painted is dry. I gently rolled up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I'd probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm even more excited for it to be over, and I can spend time with her and Yuri at the festival. But I know Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Interesting, interesting. Hello, Miss Monica. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. I am always good to be early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared and that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awkward, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Aha. You should take a little responsibility for her. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? You know about that. Of course I do. I'm the club president, after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? Was she really there the whole time? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Monica's being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I'm kind of creeped out and kind of wondering how you know that and why there's no music. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed out on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Nasuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh. Get out of my head. I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head. I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head. I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Percent. Oh. What is this? I get a pit in my stomach. What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Suri's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Suri, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Mana calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. Okay, this guy took a quick turn. I don't want to have this episode too long, so I'm going to leave it off here. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you do, just make sure to smack that like button right in the butt. If not, you know what to do. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a super blooper day, and be someone's here today. Bye-bye.